All right. I really hope you can hear me now because I second time recording this. I'm not even gonna lie. All right, lads. I'm gonna be predicting the 2026 World Cup squad for Brazil under Carlo Ancelotti. I'm gonna be doing what I think their subs are gonna be, what their whole squad is going to be, what their starting lineup's gonna be, and yeah, what their squad's gonna look like after their substitutions made. So starting off, Carlo Ancelotti likes the 4-2-3-1. He used it as out his whole career. All the clubs he's really played for. It's kind of his go-to. And I'll be starting off with the goalkeepers. All right. So starting off with the goalkeeper, I don't think that there's any question. I think it's going to be Alison Becker. There's been some talk about what he's capable of and how he's been playing the past year, and is playing on the national team for Brazil. I do think he'll be a starter. Ederson, Bento, Hugo Souza. Alisson is still a better goalkeeper. He's still a top class goalkeeper. There's no doubt in my mind. And another one that has no doubt in my mind is Gabriel Magalhaes. I think he will be a starter. Um, Incredible for Arsenal. Who knows if he can do the same for Brazil? I think he can under Ancelotti. Um, and this is going to be the first surprise. His partner in crime will not be Marquinhos. It's actually going to be Thiago Silva. Just made a huge move to Porto. 41 years old, still playing at the highest level, still a high level center back. He's gonna be the starting center back. People can argue Eder Militao, but the reason why I'm not putting Eder Militao is because throughout his career he has played at right back. Seen a couple games at right back at Real Madrid. I think Flamengo, if I'm not mistaken, where he came from, and also he played like 2 games as a right back on the Brazilian national team. I think he's gonna be a good right back. Really lengthy, really long, kind of gives me right back vibes. And the left back, we do not have many options, but the option I'll be going for is Wesley. Wesley, I like him. He's on AS Roma. He's actually been playing incredible there, scoring a lot of goals. Young guy too. He's more of like a left wing back. He likes to attack, but last time Brazil won the World Cup, they had great fullbacks, right? They had what's that guy's name? Roberto Carlos. What do you mean? What's that guy's name? That guy's one of the greatest right backs, left backs of all time. But I think Wesley's actually gonna be a good fit in this squad. There's not that many options. There's Caio Henrique, Carlos Augusto, even Alexandra. You can bring into the mix. But I think it'll be Wesley. And then we're gonna go off to the midfielders, and I'm gonna go with Casemiro. I mean, Carlo Ancelotti already said he's a no-brainer for the World Cup. Yeah, Mike better still be working. He's a no-brainer for the World Cup. He will be in the starting lineup. He's been at top form at Manchester United. Um, Honestly, before Ancelotti came in, the previous coaches didn't really like him. They thought he was out of shape, out of form. But Casemiro's been playing incredible, right? Still scoring goals for the Brazilian national team. Still scoring goals for United. Maybe he's not in a full 90 minutes anymore, or like even playing an extra time, but he can still start in the starting lineup. He can still make some things happen. And his partner will be Bruno Guimarães. I mean, right now I don't think there's a better midfielder on the Brazilian national team, or maybe even the Premier League. This guy's scoring goals. This guy's winning duels. Bruno Guimarães is playing incredible. I mean, I was watching this game a couple days ago. I forgot who was with verse. Could have been Leeds, but he scored a pen. Like this he's a captain. This guy's a leader, you know. He's the leader that we're gonna want to see on the Brazilian national team, especially in that midfield with Casemiro. They're gonna be great together, right? Great link up. Bruno Gomes can go up a little bit and play some attack. But for the right wing, we're gonna put the youngster Estavio. You know, played for the Brazilian national team already. Has like a couple games under their belt, a couple goals. Actually, a great player. Needs to get more minutes at Chelsea, but the times we've seen him play at Chelsea is incredible, right? I think he's going to be a big piece on the Brazil national team. And, we had a lot of options for the right wing position, but instead, like, we had Rafinha, and guys, I'm not forgetting about Rafinha. I've seen Rafinha play right wing, CAM, and also left wing, but I'm going to be putting him at left wing. Rafinha can't play left wing. Seen it. Last time I saw him play left wing, he had 2 goals. he can't play left wing, and I honestly think he's better at left wing than he is on right wing. I'm not putting him as CAM, right, because we can put Neymar, and I'm actually not going to put Neymar here, although I could if he's in top form. I'm actually going to put someone that Carlo Ancelotti likes to favor a lot, Rodrigo from Real Madrid. If you've watched Real Madrid's games, Rodrigo, when he performs best, he likes to run freely, right? Even if he's playing the right wing or even playing the left wing, which never happens, he's always freely, right? I always see him on the left side of the field. He's a free player. He likes that CAM like Neymar thing, you know? And even Neymar says that he's the next number 10 or something like that, whatever it was. But or 11. What number? What does Neymar wear? I think Neymar's 11, no? Sorry, guys, I'm really dumb. The 10. Yeah, my fault. I'm stupid. All right. Besides the point, but even for striker, I mean, we got a couple options. Not the best options, but I think it'll be stupid of us to say that Ancelotti's not going to put Vinny in. Even though Vinny's not been performing best, right? I still think he'll be getting minutes under Ancelotti, and I think he'll be getting that striking role, right? This is honestly a great squad. I don't see how this squad can like really lose if they use Carlo Ancelotti's tactics, which I'll kind of explain in another video. Carlo Ancelotti likes to do a lot of different things, but I'll explain that in another video. This video I'm just doing the lineup, not getting into super crazy depth, right? So this is the starting lineup, right? All right. So now I'm going to do the substitutes, right? So the substitutes, number one, we're going to put Ederson as a substitute goalkeeper. He could even maybe start over Alisson. I really don't think so. But the other center back, the first center back, I'm going with Marquinhos. Honestly, the reason why I didn't put him in the starting lineup, I know he's younger. There's been I see some questionable things of what he's done on PSG, especially as a center back. He's made some mistakes for the Brazilian national team as well. Wouldn't be surprised if he comes off the bench, right? But then we got, for the right wing, we got Danilo. I think Danielo's gonna make the squad. He's that vet that every team needs. Every team needs that one vet that's old, been there for a long time, really understands everything. Danielo's still playing pretty good in Flamengo. I do think he'll make the squad. And for the other center back, Carlo Ancelotti actually trusts a lot for some reason. Fabrizio Bruno, Cruzeiro. I don't know if I trust him, but honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I trust Beraldo over him. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but he'll probably be getting some minutes. I don't think he'll be getting that many. I think Gabriel will stay on, but if he does, he could hold it down. I mean, I don't really know much about him, but I do think he'll get called up. He's been getting called up a lot under Ancelotti. And for left back, we don't have that many options, but someone who's been playing really well at Monaco, who I really like, is Caio Henrique. I spelled his name wrong, whatever. Caio Henrique, great left back. We don't have that many options. You can even put Alexandro here. But I don't think it'll be Alexandro. I think it'll be a youngster. People are going to try to utilize this left back, or the other teams are going to try to use this left back. We need someone young, fast, quick, with agility. And I think it'll be Caio Henrique if Wesley gets subbed off. Don't think he will. But for the other midfielders, this is what I like. Lucas Paquetá, o brasileiro. So you guys will understand. He hasn't been playing well for West Ham. West Ham's not a good team, but you guys will really understand after I do this and I put him into the starting lineup. Not in the starting lineup, as a substitute into the lineup. You guys will understand. And I'm also putting Andre Santos. Right. I think he should be in the lineup. He's actually a great player in my opinion. Playing really well in Chelsea. He's actually going to start to get a lot more minutes at Chelsea under their new head coach. Santos has actually played a good amount of minutes under the Brazilian national team, and actually impressive. I like his play style. So right wing, we kind of used up a lot of literally all of the right wings, right? I'm not putting Anthony on the team, sorry Anthony, but we already used Rodrigo, Rafinha, Estavio, and who I'm going to put here, not Luis Enrique, but I'm going to put Savinho. Not been playing that much for City. He's played a couple games, plays well, but the guy's got some skill and some speed. I actually do like him on the Brazilian national team, and I do like him as a sub. Will he be getting minutes? I highly doubt it. If there's injuries, I think he will. He's a good player. I wouldn't put it past it, you know. And I think Neymar will also be a substitute, right? Guys, Neymar is in Santos. I think he's playing alone. Right, I still think he's in top match, and I see him coming on no matter what. You know, it's like if Messi doesn't get called up for the World Cup, you know, Messi playing at MLS, like he has so many other better players alongside with him. Neymar has no one. I mean, now he's gonna have Gabigol, and they signed another midfielder I think who's pretty good. But for the left wing, I'm gonna put Gabriel Martinelli. This guy's speed. He's gonna be like Carlo Ancelotti's Kaká on Milan. So I'll show you guys how I'm gonna put him in the lineup. And that striker, I'm gonna put Cunha. Matheus Cunha playing great for United. Actually plays really well with Casemiro. So let's see how that goes, right? And I'll do the other four players that need to get subbed on or need to be on the squad. So the other goalie, I'm not putting Bento. I'm actually putting Hugo Souza, who's actually a good goalie in my opinion. Saves pens. Only goalie that saves pens. And I'm actually not going to put Beraldo, which I was gonna. I'm going to put Alexandro, another vet. But don't think he'll be getting minutes. And if he doesn't get called up, I think it'll be Beraldo. You know, Beraldo's actually a pretty good center back. Questionable for PSG, but I don't know. I don't see these guys getting minutes unless there's injuries, which I hope to God there aren't. And then the other midfielder I'd like to put is João Gomes. There are other options. Andreas Pereira's playing on Palmeiras, but Gomes is playing at the highest level right now. Played on the Brazilian national team before. Actually, a pretty good midfielder. You know, I like him on Wolves. He's playing well there. But I'm gonna put one more striker, and that striker is not gonna be Endrick or Vitor Roque. It's actually gonna be Igor Triago. Might as well put him up there. You know, he's been playing well in the Premier League. If he stops performing like he is, I mean, hopefully Endrick can break in playing at Lyon. Don't think it'll be Vitor Roque. Don't be Luis Enrique. No Anthony. I think it's gonna be him. All right. So now I'm gonna do if the substitutes get subbed in the starting lineup, who I think will get substituted and not. So I think, depending on what the score is, right, there will be a little bit of a change. And I think, so change a little bit. If you guys know AC Milan, that's what they did. So let's just assume Allison is the starting goalkeeper. We're going to put Gabriel. I do not think he'll get subbed off. I do not think Eder Militao will get subbed off. It's a big match. And I do not think Wesley will get subbed off. Wrong, Wesley. Also, I do not think Rafinha will get subbed off. Is that 5? All right, so starting off, I think Marquinhos is going to get subbed in for Thiago Silva. Age is the only reason why I'm saying that. Marquinhos can actually still play well on the Brazilian national team. I don't really trust him in long games, but if he's coming off as a sub, he can hold that back line. I actually really like this back three. Wesley's gonna have to play a little bit more defensive depending on what the score is, but I think he'll get subbed in. And I think, oh, I'm sorry guys, I forgot. I think Bruno Gomes is gonna stay in the game. Seen it for Newcastle. He's gonna stay in the game. I do not think he'll get subbed off. So Casemiro will get subbed off, and I think he'll get subbed off for Andre Santos. Andre Santos actually reminds me a lot of Casemiro. I don't know why. He honestly reminds me more of Guimarães than Casemiro, but he can play that Casemiro role. And I'm giving him a little bit more of a defensive midfielder position. I don't really see him on the attack that much. Although he has scored a couple goals for Chelsea, I do think he'll stay back. And this is where it's going to get a little bit complicated, right? So originally I had it like this, right? Boom, boom, boom. All right, and I had Estavio right here, Rodrigo right here, and Vini right here. So I think Martinelli will come in for Vinicius, right? And I think for Rodrigo, it will be Lucas Paquetá. That's no surprise. Lucas Paquetá is actually fairly well in the national team when he has some people by his side, right? And Neymar will be getting subbed in for Estavio. Estavio can't play the full minutes, so obviously Neymar's not going to be there. This is where it gets a little hefty, right? They're going to be switching positions a little bit. Well, I don't know what's that. Depending on what the score is, right? So this is what I think the lineup will be. I think Rafinha will stay in. If Rafinha does not stay in, then Neymar just subbed out for who's on the left? Rafinha, and Estadio stays in. But if you guys have seen 1, 2, and 3 play together, guys, they're incredible. They're actually a really good team together. A good big three together. So I think this will be the substituted lineup, right? And if we're down, play a little more up. Play a little more up. Bring them here a little bit. Andre Santos comes more to the middle. Wesley comes here, here, here. But I think if we're up, that's when we play a little more defensive. And we were defensive, honestly, if we're up, maybe we can even sub in, use our last sub on Alexandro. Good defensive guy. And honestly, this is the way I'd put it. If we're like, guys, if we're like really up and we need to just like hold the win, right? Honestly, doing it more like this. Because guys, I mean, we got 3 midfielders right here. I just don't see the team scoring on us when we have this. And honestly, like, if we're already up, I would honestly put in another midfielder. Or maybe even keep Casemiro in. Who knows? Who knows what Ancelotti has under their belt? But that's what I think the starting lineup's going to be. The subs are going to be. And thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know what you guys want me to do next. If you guys want me to do like a tactics video. I'm new to this YouTube stuff, but I love it. So thank you guys so much.